and I've got my clamp styles organized. These 3 drawers and that drawer are the long drawers. These 4 were designed to fit this 12-foot long, 8-foot wide trailer, but they are scalable. So if you have a different size trailer, longer, shorter, you can just scale them to your needs. Or if you're building something in the back of your pickup or your van, or even a fixed base shop where you're not going to be mobile like the Smart Woodshop, these are adaptable. This video on the long drawers is part of a series where I go through deep dives on each and every part of the Smart Woodshop and the Smart Woodshop system. This long drawer video is just one deep dive video on a single component that make up the Smart Woodshop and the Smart Woodshop tools and accessories. That's a series which you can look at each one of those if you want to learn about the workbenches, the tool accessories that work with them, any of the other cabinets. All of those videos will be in this Smart Woodshop playlist. Like everything to do with the Smart Woodshop, I don't want to make it so custom that as my workflow or my tools change, I have to remodel things. I just want to be able to move things around. And in fact, I have done that. This very Smart Woodshop, this is the prototype that the plans and all the detailing was finalized in. And this is the one that I've been using. It's my personal Smart Woodshop. It is the only one I have. The length of the 3 drawers on this side, they're all identical, was determined by some other designs and layout in this particular trailer. That's 6 feet. They're all 3 just over 1'7" wide, 9.5 and 7. This drawer, which is exactly 8 feet, when I made the box for this drawer, I cut the sides out because I like the look. And that was also the design of the Paulk benches before the Smart benches came along, and now those are more squared out. All of the drawers are labeled. If they're not labeled, it means they're either empty or I'm reorganizing and I haven't decided exactly what's going to go in the drawer yet before I label it. The bottom drawer is my demo tool drawer. A remodel or I need to tear something apart, it's very convenient. I just slide it out about that far, and then I have access to my post hole diggers, shovels, breaker bars, scrapers, mauls, bolt cutters. I try to keep the tools cleaned up before I put them back in, but it's nice that they're out here and I'm not hauling them in there with my finished tools. If you'd like to get a detailed set of plans to build yourself a Smart Woodshop like this, a Smart Workbench, a Smart Station, any of the tools that are part of the Smart system, there's a link in the description of this video down below where you can go and purchase any set of plans or package of plans, and within minutes, you'll get an automated email from us, and in that email, there'll be a download. You go there and download the plans, and this is 24/7, 365, no holidays. The robots are always working. This drawer here has become my favorite drawer recently, and I've made it very heavy, unfortunately. Right now, it's just labeled clamps. Before, I had all of these clamps in a couple of drawers back there, but I like to use them often enough with the Smart benches that going back there and opening and closing those drawers was a little more time consuming, and it wasn't the best workflow, even though it was only a few seconds times 10 when I go, oh, I need this clamp, that clamp, because I've got a big variety of clamps here. So I put in dividers, permanent dividers, but they're screwed in so I can relocate them if I need to. And I've got my clamp styles organized so that I can just leave this drawer open, come over and grab what I need. And when I did this, I added a tray. So this tray is actually not in the Smart Woodshop plans. I'll probably do a video talking about this modification because I'm thinking about adding trays like this to other drawers. I have clamps organized in here in a way that the ones I use less often are back there. My go-tos are here. When I added this tray, I was able to relocate some other tools that I use with the Smart benches that were in individual viewtainers or drawers. Getting them out was a little bit slower. In fact, I kept some of the most used in viewtainers up there. This I like a lot better. I have the bench dogs, some specialty tools for the table saw, my narrow rip guide, and my blocks, as well as some track saw stuff. Again, all stuff that I use kind of together, but also I just want good access to it. Once I get this open, I usually leave it open until the end of the day or when I need to close up the trailer. Because again, it is heavier, so getting it in and out is just a little bit harder. But I do think I have a way that it's going to make it a lot easier. I did have a drawer here that I use a lot. It's a drill bit drawer, and it has all of my drill bits, different sizes, and it's really heavy. I could always manage it, but I struggled with it, so I worked on this one. I did something to this one, which again, I'll show you in another video, but I noticed how well it works. It just slides so smooth, and again, I have not reduced the weight 1 ounce. And I had to laugh because my wife needed to get out a tool and a drill bit, and I watched her open it up and almost slide the drawer all the way out because she was ready for it to be heavy, and it slid so fast. So this is a good fix, and I think it's going to work on that drawer as well. Because I spent some time cleaning up the Smart Woodshop, pulling out tools, getting rid of tools that I just didn't need anymore or didn't use enough. This drawer is now empty, except I put a couple of tools to do with my laser. I don't know if they're going to end up staying in there, probably not, so it's not labeled. That's just temporary as I figure it out. The purpose of this drawer, the longer one, has also changed. I pretty much think I know how it's going to end up, but I haven't labeled it yet. I have a lot of plywood fixtures and jigs that work with the Smart benches and the whole Smart system, and this has been very convenient to put those in, as well as my crown molding tools. A couple of my tools for crown molding are longer, so the one in particular fits in there, and then all of the smaller crown tools are in there as well. So this has become a convenient place to keep those tools, as well as the tools that I use daily. Unlike the Smart cabinet drawer designs you see here that have a lot of detailing and decades of perfecting them to get them where they're at, they're special. These are a little more generic, basically boxes with dados, with boxes inside, although I did adapt some of the design from these in those. So again, there's, just like those drawers, there's no hardware. So all I needed to do was invest in a quality material, a plywood that would hold up. It's hard to beat the cost on these drawers for what they provide. As with all of the designs to do with the Smart Woodshop, they're all included in the one set of plans called the Smart Woodshop. Everything you see in here, all the designs are in there to do that for these specific sizes. But just like these are scalable just by adding or subtracting cabinets and adjusting sizes for height only, you can scale these to fit whatever size trailer, van, box truck, or even fixed base shop. You can do the same with these. If you had a longer trailer, these could maybe be 2 feet longer, be 8 feet. I doubt you'd go longer than 8 feet just because that's convenient because plywood is 8 feet long. But you don't need any hardware, just this detail, this design, and a little labor, as well as the plywood, and you can make these pretty much any size, width, height, length, that'll fit your particular needs. Mahalo.